the number one area that sets projects back for organizations is not knowing what the budget for the project should be. And I'm not talking about creating an RFP and sending it to 10 companies to try to figure out what it should cost. I mean, as an organization, when you want to embark on this project, you need to identify a problem within the organization that a cloud migration will solve for you. And then you need to identify what level of investment are you willing to make in order to solve that problem for your business. And that's important because that sets the baseline foundation for your budget. And as you're budgeting, there are a few things that you want to consider that require budget in a cloud migration. So first off is the hosting infrastructure. So if you're doing Azure implementation, or you're going to Umbraco Cloud, as an example, AWS, et cetera. So there's costs related monthly, annually for those. If you are migrating from one system like WordPress to Umbraco, there's going to be an implementation cost. Somebody's doing the implementation, whether it's internal resources or an external partner. So that's going to cost. And then if you have integrations with digital asset management products or middleware or product information management systems, those integrations will also require investment. The integration portion could be upwards of 30% of your budget if there's a lot of them and they're complex. You need to account for software and add-on licensing fees. So if you're working with if you're selected a platform that has ongoing software costs, not just infrastructure costs, you need to account for those. And then account for any add-on licensing you might need and understand, is this licensing a one-time fee? Is it a monthly investment? Is it an annual investment? Those types of things. In content migration, again, if you're scripting content, it's going to take time and resources. If you're manually migrating content, it's going to take time and resources. So understanding that those need to be budgeted for. And lastly, which is an area which is very surprising, but we run onto it more often than not, is budgeting for deployment and post-go live support. And so a lot of times if an organization has an internal IT team and they're partnering with an external agency, the IT team assumes that the external agency is deploying the website into its final resting place in the cloud. The agency might assume that the internal IT team is deploying to the cloud. And so making sure, that that's clear in your contractual agreements, but also that that is accounted for somewhere is really important, as well as the post-go live support.